Do I want? Yeah, maybe. All right, now that the ad is over, what I was saying was, yeah, there's the dragon, the warden, and the wither, and those are like the bosses. But I mean, there's still stuff you can do after you beat the bosses. So, like beating the Ender Dragon gives you access to Ender cities, which have elytras, which make you fly. So, some people try to speedrun to kill the dragon so that they can get elytras. The Yakuza games, the Final Fantasy series, the Yakuza, 100%. 100%. Listen, I love the Final Fantasy series, but nothing fucking holds a candle to Yakuza. In my heart, at least. I know not everyone would agree with that, but yeah, no hesitation on that. There is no competition between the two. For me. Get the fuck out from out under my fucking shit, little asshole. It's just fucking so fucking peak, dude. Okay, what am I doing? Yeah. I don't know if rotten flesh should be in the food chest. Seems a bit odd to me. Is there anything else I can take out? You know what? Fuck the fucking poisonous potato. Boop. And I'm going to cook those fish. Yeah, let's grab that shit as well. And then a little bit of coal. 2 should be enough. Alright. There's already some in there. Never fucking mind. It really blew up with the Western audiences in the last 10 years. Yeah, I think... the biggest issue was they tried to bring it over and make it big. Originally with Yakuza on the PlayStation 2, with an English sub, which was not really good. Like, looking back on it, it is actually like a fucking cult classic. The English dub version of the of Yakuza on the PlayStation 2. It's a fucking... It's a banger and a half. But since that didn't really take off very much, and 2 didn't really do too much, 3, when they got to the PlayStation 3, people were starting to get interested, but it was already so far into the story that, like, you'd have to play 1 and 2, and a lot of people, when they switched to the PlayStation 3, they didn't really go back to the PlayStation 2. And then 4 and 5 just didn't get much hype in general when they released in the West. Like, they were very much considering, like, Yakuza 0 was their last, like, hey, we're going to try one more time with pushing this towards a Western audience. If it doesn't work, then we're not going to keep on trying. Yakuza 0 drops in the West. and people are finally like a large majority of the audience of the not audience but the gaming community saw that, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'll try this game. It's been going on since the PlayStation 2, and now they have like Zero, which is like the prequel, so at least like I'll be able to start somewhere and kind of get a good idea." And people played it, then realized, holy shit, this is actually fucking awesome as shit. And it does. If you go really into it, like really into it, one of the things that I think really helped make Yakuza really pop off with Yakuza 0, that it's a weird connection, but I think it fits perfectly, is the growing interest in anime in the Western community, because that caused more people to be okay with like reading subs for good voice acting. Because listen, the Japanese have some of the best fucking voice acting, because they put their heart and fucking soul into it. Like almost every voice actor for Japanese games put so much fucking heart and soul into their voice acting. English, it's a hit or miss. That's why, like, when you know a English voice actor, you know of it, English voice actor, because you've heard them in fucking 25 games, because they're so like their voice is just so well liked. But like, because of that increase in like, okay, yeah, I'm cool with reading subtitles while something is playing, really fucking helped Yakuza, and that in turn kept ramping up. Like, oh hey, Yakuza is really cool. Oh, I like Yakuza. And then like the people who weren't streamers were really getting into it. They started telling like their favorite streamers, like, hey, you should try and play this game, and then they would play it, and they were like, holy fuck, I love this game. It just was like a fucking snowball going down a hill. But all like the success of Yakuza in the West, I think, is mainly started because anime like has been constantly increasing in popularity, and that is 100% due to Dragon Ball Z. Oh, I brought it back to Dragon Ball Z. Super Japanese humor. There's a decent amount that's a decent amount of the humor is like, oh, this is something funny for like the Japanese audiences. But also in Yakuza 0, there's like two different side stories that involve Kiryu helping Michael fucking Jackson. Like he helped with like filming Thriller, but like obviously because of copyright, it wasn't Michael Jackson. I think it was it was Magic Johnson or something like that. Magic Jackson, maybe? I don't remember. But yeah. See, but the bizarre part is to kind of like have something, because the actual story at times gets so fucking like intense, like dark, really fucking sad. Like it just gets so much into it that I and a lot of other people, I'm not trying to push like, hey, you should really like Yakuza. Like if you don't like Yakuza, it's okay. It's not your kind of game. It's a different kind of game. But that little bit of like goofiness to break up the fucking, oh, my best friend just died in my fucking arms. Yeah, it's helpful sometimes. Why are there 2 spiders? Fucking assholes. Yeah, it is 100% like part of its charm. Booter. I never got into Gravity Rush, but that's because I saw it, but I don't remember what game came out at like around the same time as the remaster version of Gravity Rush onto PlayStation 4. I don't remember what came out, but something came out, and I chose that instead. I've heard good things about Gravity Rush, but also I've seen gameplay, and I feel like I would get sick. It's super fucking weird with how like they do gravity and everything. I need to make a repair kit. How do you make this? Ah, that's how. Interesting. So the only way you can make that one is all that shit. Not gonna use a diamond on a fucking kit. That's absolutely insane. There's the upgrade bases. I thought we had... Yeah, we do have template boards. Let's go. And then I know we have iron. And I think I also need the stick, which is fine. We have sticks. There we go. That is a necessary fucking thing that we have, like, just need to have. Everything must always come back to Dragon Ball Z. Hey, listen. Akira Toriyama had an influence on so many fucking creators growing up. That's the reason most anime, like, most mangaka, I think is how you say it. The creators of most manga. Like, they looked to him as inspiration. Fucking Oda for One Piece. Like, obviously it didn't, like, influence them to... Also, I need to figure out if there's really a fucking minigun. Holy shit, there's a minigun. That's crazy. Oh, good. I actually got pressure tubes. I don't think I could make a minigun right now. How amazing it was to come from school and watch Dragon Ball Z. Brand new on Toonami. Yeah. It really was. Nah, you're all good. Yeah, whenever there was a new episode of Dragon Ball Z on Toonami, that was the shit. And growing up, my two shows were Dragon Ball Z and Code Lyoko, which really fucking shocking, is a French-Canadian cartoon. I did not know that. Actually, I don't even know if it's French-Canadian. It might just be French. I think it might just be French. There's a whole ass fucking wiki on it. Is it French? Yep, French animated television series. It's crazy, but that was one of the fucking bangers of my childhood. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yep, yep. Ronin Warriors? I don't know that one. Do I? I didn't really watch that one. Am I being blown with even though Goku had just become a superhero? We're saying the show had already aired in the early 90s. And yeah. It's insane how far ahead or how far behind we were on Dragon Ball. Because I remember thinking, oh yeah, that like GT didn't come out that long ago. Yeah, it fucking did. Where is it? There it is. Damn. Damn. That's crazy. There's all the power stuff that he was starting to work on. Is that all? Yeah. My Spanish friends used to tell me Coco Super Saiyan 3. It's like, I don't want to know yet, but I kind of do. Yeah. It was airing in, or it was airing in other countries before us. I thought it like, I knew obviously it was airing in Japan before us, but I didn't know it was other countries as well. Yes, because the Nether is now available. There's some cool ones in the Nether, but there's not that, like, most of the really cool relics are in the overworld, like the Infinity Ham. Oh, fucking banger. Food that just never fucking stops being helpful. And you don't have to cook it. Shit's crazy. I am really glad he's doing this. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Eventually I'll be able to help, but starting out, I'm normally just very, everything's so pretty. That shouldn't be in there. This. think we should probably put these in there. Actually, no, these should not go in there. They should go in there along with those and those. Watching Telemundo, the Spanish channel, and they were like episode 20 episodes ahead of Toonami. Damn. Well, I think also one of the big things for us is, at least in the US, they went through like 3 different companies for the dub, and it just was not working out very well at all. It's pretty dog shit. That's netherrack. Holy shit, he's already got a fuck ton of netherrack. Cool. Okay. I remember. No, what we want is this and this. And then like some kind of hammer. Was it an ore hammer? Yeah. Oh yeah, you need blocks of that for that shit. So yeah, we'll grab a couple of those. And we already have sticks. There we go. Favorite character from Dragon Ball? I mean, favorite is Future Gohan. Second favorite is Majin Vegeta. Specifically for Final Sacrifice. That shit is just always hit hard. Yeah, the one with fucking... Dude went toe-to-toe with 2 androids by himself. Greatly underpowered, or not underpowered. Like, I mean, realistically underpowered, because he just didn't, like, he didn't get the he didn't get the training of most of the, like, fighters that trained him in leading up to Cell. Like, actually, mainly Goku. He didn't get to spend that year with Goku to really really learn to harness the anger that he had, that Gohan just inherently could tap into. We barely saw him. Hey, listen, you don't need to be on the screen for a long time to leave a fucking impression. It's weird that King Kai never brought him up there and trained him, knowing what... I mean... Yeah, but at the same time, I don't think King Kai really ever wanted, like, to train a lot. And also, I don't know. Piccolo died, and technically, actually no. The only person that can really get there, or the only like human slash Z fighter that can get to King Kai's planet, is Goku, but that's because of instant transmission. He did train the other Z fighters, but they were all dead at that time. He didn't have a way to get there. And given the fact that most people were dead, the only way that Goku was able to visit Earth was because... Fuck, what is her name? Fortune teller Baba? I think that was her. Yeah, that's her name. The only reason he ever came back to Earth in Dragon Ball Z while he was dead was because fortune teller Baba, like, was able to convince fortune teller Baba and Kami were able to convince fucking King Yema to let Goku go to Earth for 24 hours, I think. Why didn't Gohan use the Dragon Balls to bring back people to help him? Piccolo is dead. Piccolo and in turn, Kami were dead. And I think Dende was also dead. Did they have the Dragon? Was Dende back on Earth by that time? No. When did Dende show up? Either way, they did explain in the episodes that like the Dragon Balls were not an option. Let's not overthink it. Listen, that is like my main job. Okay, let's see. Where the fuck in there is oh, it's Irons. I forgot that was the thing. I mean, it's the same, but it also adds toughness and knockback resistance. How do you get compressed iron anyways? So what? You just... That's a fucking wild way to craft shit. Yeah, Majin Vegeta's a fucking boss. There's also a pressure chamber. Interesting. Picking your favorite Gohan is hard for me. There's quite a fucking lot of Gohans that just kick ass. Oh, right. I forgot that this is how these ones fill up, which is silly. But whatever. Realistically, if I have this kit, I don't need to have multiple pickaxes. Let's just refill it after that. Okay. That's 4. That's 5. Change this shit out. Take those out, take those out. Throw that back in. Organize.